Alright, we're joined right now by FS1's realest, trillest, light-skinned nigga Chris Broussard in the building this morning. Well, bitch, I appreciate that introduction that you gave me this morning, but I don't really know who you are. I know you're not Joy, but bitch, I'm gonna have to call you Lola or Brittany or something, bitch, but I'm gonna call her Trixie, y'all. But back to this situation we got right now at hand. Kawhi Leonard is really a superstar in the making, and I don't know how the San Antonio Spurs are going to be able to get anything for that nigga. I've never seen a superstar of his caliber want to leave another team that puts him in the best situation to win championships. But that nigga, that quiet robot ass nigga, has to do something different. He has to play with LeBron or somebody. Before I was interrupted, Skip, from that nigga, he has to play with somebody. If he's not playing with LeBron James, I don't know where he can technically win at. I mean, it's almost absurd that he would want to leave the Spurs and they put him in such a comfortable situation that this shit is actually unbelievable. But if he doesn't want to play there anymore, I would say they need to trade him and get the best that they could. You never know who could come to the Spurs if they trade him. Don't let him just walk away like all these other trash ass niggas that are coming and going. Look at Carmelo Anthony. He's playing with Russell Westbrook, and look what they turned him into. He's a spotter, below average shooter. This shit you cannot make up. And I mean, Kawhi Leonard, he's going to LA or he's going to Cleveland. It's a possibility that he's going to Cleveland, guys. I mean, I don't really know how they would pull it off. I don't know how Dan Gilbert would get the trade and all that going on behind closed doors, because everybody knows that Popovich doesn't like to let his superstars go. Tim Duncan was a homegrown superstar there. Kawhi Leonard is a homegrown superstar. He's trying to grow in San Antonio, but he doesn't want to stay. He didn't want to even play in the playoffs. He didn't even show up. I've never seen this shit before, Shannon. Trixie right there, Skip, this shit is absurd. Again, I don't know what else to say. Kawhi Leonard has to be one of the most underrated superstars in the league, who has the potential of being our generation Scottie Pippen, but the nigga does not want to play with a team that puts him in the best position to win championships. And if he's trying to chase rings, who's better to learn from than LeBron James? But at the same time, I'm trying to tell you guys that this generation of NBA players do not really care about a legacy, and they don't really give a damn about who their loyalty lies with, because if the managers and the GMs don't care, why should they give a fuck? I mean, it's just that simple. I know why. And Chris Broussard, you know better than anybody else. If Kawhi Leonard wants to go to any other NBA finals in his career, he needs to team up with LeBron James and company. And everybody knows that. That goes without being said. Thank you very much, Skip Bayless. But I'm trying to tell y'all, Kawhi Leonard knows that he will not be able to come up the West if he does not join up. Hold on, Shannon. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard would not work out. How, Chris? I'm trying to tell you something special, man. I got that phone call from LeBron James last night. He told me, Shannon Sharp, something is going on. Something's cooking up in the lab. I asked him, I said, LeBron, what's going on? He said, man, you just don't know yet. You're going to have to wait and find out, because come Tuesday, it ain't no telling what you're going to see on ESPN. I said, is that right? He said, yeah, you better be looking, because when you see LeBron James flashing in them breaking news red lights on ESPN, come on, Shannon Sharp, I'm waiting. Why are you wasting our time like this? We're waiting. Hold on, Skip Bayless. You're not to set and talk over me. I'm still talking. It's still my time. Shannon Sharp, you're just bullshitting. Hold on, Skip. I'm trying to tell you why LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard will win another ring, and they may two-peat if they can get Paul George in LA too. We're not going to talk about anybody else. We're not going to talk about IT or LiAngelo or Ingram. We're going to talk about Paul George, LeBron James, and Kawhi Leonard all there getting a ring and then going back to two-peat. And you're going to sit there eating your popcorn talking about, oh man, Shannon Sharp was right, and that nigga Chris Broussard didn't know squat diddly shit. Hold on, Shannon Sharp, you don't know. My man Greg Popovich in San Antonio is not going to trade Kawhi Leonard for nothing. Hold on, y'all guys are going insane, man. Skip Bayless, you know goodness well Popovich is going to get rid of Kawhi Leonard. You and Shannon Sharp have to be one of the most absurd, man. I tell you, Skip, stop this, Shannon Sharp. Man, you're losing. You're losing it, man. Chris, Skip, you know better than this, man. I'm not buying it. Greg Popovich is not buying it, and the rest of Sports Center is not buying it with that crooked ass tie you got on. And I'm going to tell both of you right now, live on TV, that Kawhi Leonard is not getting traded, or is he not? LeBron James, or your man LeBron James, will not be teaming up with Kawhi Leonard. He may not be teaming up with Paul George, and that is factual. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all talking about Kawhi Leonard leaving to team up with him in Cleveland? Are y'all smoking crack? Hold on. Y'all not gonna sit here and skip past me like I'm not have nothing to say. You know, I still think Michael Jordan is the greatest. I still think D Wade is one of the greatest. Hold on. Skip what she said. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But back to the cases. LeBron James. Skip. LeBron James is not going anywhere, man. And my point is, Michael Jordan would have never, ever thought about leaving his team once and not twice. I can't believe this shit. He's about to leave a second time from Cleveland. They should burn everything. His shoes, his car, his fucking jerseys, his house. I can't believe that he did this again, and he's planning on doing it again. If he leaves Cleveland again, his legacy will be forever tarnished. Is already tarnished, but he will now set the own blaze to his own legacy if he leaves twice in Cleveland, or he joins up with somebody else on another team. I cannot believe this. And then to go to LA with your man Kobe Bryant and try to live up to those expectations, I tell you, it won't happen. It won't. I'm telling you right now, Magic Johnson will see one day, one season, and he'll be, I had enough. That's it. Hold on, Skip. You can't be sitting there saying that. That's not going to happen. He's playing for Magic Johnson. I'm not buying it, Chris Broussard, and I don't think you can buy it either. I'm buying it, Skip. I'm telling you right now, if he goes play for Magic Johnson with Kawhi Leonard, they will definitely be contenders in the West, and they probably will come out. Oh my gosh. Are you? Yep. Yeah. Come on, Skip. You're going to sit here and tell me that they're not going to come out the West playing in LA with Paul George, Kawhi, and LeBron James, and Magic Johnson looking over them? You're telling me they're not going to be the favorites to come out the West and go to the NBA Finals, possibly beating Golden State? Is this really what you think is going to happen, Skip Bayless? Do you not want to believe that LeBron James will go to his 9th straight finals? Is he that delusional, Shannon Sharp? I can't believe that you're sitting there saying that. But this will be one of the most watched teams in a lot of years if this happens. If they're able to be put together like this, and there's no telling who they will surround around these three if that happens in LA. So you have to put all that into thought and think, man, if those three go over there and they surround them with a bunch of shooters or other good all-star players or even all-star caliber players, there's no telling what this team may do in the West and how much damage it could do. So you have to think about it. That is something that LeBron would have to think about. Hold on, Chris Broussard, because you're sitting up here feeding a lot of bullshit, my man. And I'm trying to tell you, Popovich won't do this, the Spurs won't do this, and Kawhi Leonard, I'm trying to tell you, Skip, you're not listening. I'm trying to tell you right now, Kawhi Leonard wants out and he's not going back. That nigga's braids have been redid too many damn times. Sometimes it looks like he hasn't redid them and it's like he just does not care anymore. You think a nigga that does not redo his braids in over 5 years is going to stay in a city that he does not want to play with anymore? Shannon Sharp, do you hear this crazy dude, man? I'm hearing you, Chris Broussard, but I'm not buying into it, yeah? Skip, look at me. I'm telling you right now, Kawhi Leonard is not returning to San Antonio Spurs. He may team up with LeBron James. He may not. He could possibly go to Boston. That is enough. I have heard enough of your bullshit, Chris Broussard. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that you come up here with this bullshit today and tell me that Kawhi Leonard is going to team up with LeBron James. And what, to lose rings, lose another lose in the finals again? Are you fucking with me? I'm looking right now on paper, my man, and I'm just not seeing it. Putting your man 23 on the court with Kawhi Leonard and thinking that that's possibly going to beat Golden State. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Durant is still the man in Golden State, and he will forever be the king of the king And the man that all of y'all look up to, he will not be greater than Kevin Durant, and he's not greater than Michael Jordan. So y'all need to stop this. If he wants to win, he's going to team up with somebody else. Look here, Skip Bayless. I don't know what you're talking about, but don't make me come across this desk. Shannon Sharp, cut the bullshit. I'm trying to tell you facts that I'm looking at. This will not work if you look at the stat sheet and the charts and the field goal percentage and the assists, the usage rates. This will not work. I don't understand who would have thought this would work. Paul George, you throw him in there, or George Paul, a below average shooter as well. We saw he did in OKC with Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony. There was no help from George Paul, and you plan on putting him in there with LeBron James? Skip Bayless, we don't need Paul George, but putting him in there would throw us over the top in Golden State in the West. So for you to sit there and act like that wouldn't, you have to be really smoking some horse shit, Skip Bayless, because I can't believe you could sit there and say that with a straight face, that Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and LeBron James would not be favored out of the West and would not go to the finals and win another championship. You know, Chris Broussard, I never seen a hater like Skip before in my life, but back to the point, we not going to sit here and play like 23 is not the best in the game. King James, you know, you put Kawhi Leonard playing with him. Woo, boy, you know, that man, you know how much better he'll make Kawhi Leonard. You know, you said he could have been our average modern day Scottie Pippen. You put him with LeBron James, not Michael Jordan, LeBron James, it's no telling who he could be. He could be better than Scottie Pippen. So that's what I'm saying. You put him with LeBron James, Chris, it's no telling what we gonna see. We may see something we never seen in the NBA before. He may be better than LeBron James if you put him with the King. So for you to sit there and say that wouldn't work out, Skip Bayless, I can't believe that you would sit there and say that with a straight face, because everybody knows that King James, anybody who plays with King James becomes better. They become a better player besides J.R. Smith. Shannon Sharp, it's no way I'm going to take your word on that. After seeing what your man LeBron James did in the finals, Skip, come on. Skip, you know that's low down. Come on, Skip Bayless. Skip, I can't believe that you would bring up that NBA finals after you saw what J.R. Smith did in game one. Who would want to play after game one, after you dropped 51 and then have to go to OT to beat a team that's Curry shooting terrible, Durant poorly shooting? I mean, it's nobody in there scoring, and then you done gave it all, and then you have a teammate who does not even know the time on the clock, and then to go to the finals and lose? Nigga, you must be tripping if you think LeBron James is going to go to overtime and put up another damn 25 just to win the game. He was tired. Man, I can't believe that's not my GOAT. Look at this nigga. Come on, man. We not going to talk about that. I can't believe you sit there and said that. Nigga swimming in championships and rings.